welcome to another video. Today I am doing my Goodreads Choice Awards predictions for the romance category. So a few months ago I read all of the romance winners of the Goodreads Choice Awards over the last 12 years. And we'll link this one up here, and you might have seen recently I did this same video but for the fantasy predictions. So this is what books I think are going to be nominated for the romance category. Similarly to the fantasy one that I've already done, I'm going to talk through the books that I think are going to be nominated, and I'm going to try and predict what the top 20 will be and also what the top 10 of that would be. Again, I am kind of inspiring my layout similar to Meg from Meg with Books. There is no science in this. This is pure vibes and books that I've enjoyed reading and have heard. So, you know, there is zero logic. This might be bang on. More than likely, it's going to be quite wrong. But let's get started. Hello, Editing Jenny here. I am losing my voice. But I realised when I planned out and filmed this video that I hadn't actually thought all the way through of how I was going to edit it. Hi Bracken. Hi baby. You're not meant to be like that, are you? So you're going to see 3 covers at a time, and then once I've gone through everything, I'm going to have like a graphic with everything in the order that I think they're going to be in, and or at least like the top 10 and top 20 split, and I'll talk through that when I get there. So the first book that I am 100% convinced is going to be nominated, very likely to win, is Happy Place by Emily Henry. The reason that I say that is Emily Henry has won the Goodreads Choice Awards for the last 2 years. So 100% she's going to be nominated, and she has got a very, very good chance of winning this year. Then I'm going to just run through the list that I've got written down here. Icebreaker by Hannah Grace, I think will absolutely be nominated. That book has been such a runaway success this year that I think it's going to make top 10 as well. I think it has been so highly received, and thinking of the way as well how well the sequel Wildfire has been received. I mean, The Works did a special edition of Wildfire, which sold out on the day it was released. I may be wrong, but I think that is the first time The Works have ever done a special edition. So the way that like the sequel was so highly anticipated, I think it's very, very likely that Icebreaker is going to rate very highly in the Choice Awards. I'm then putting on Love Theoretically by Miss Ali Hazelwood. Ali Hazelwood, I feel, is such an iconic author in the romance genre that she's 100% going to be nominated. Again, whether she can beat Emily Henry, and I have also got a few other quite big names on this list, I'm not sure, but I think that she will be at the very least nominated and will make top 10. I'm then putting on The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. I loved this book. And so I think it's going to be nominated. Again, that is my logic for a lot of this. I really enjoyed it, so therefore it should be. But I think Lynn Painter is a well-known romance author. This book was really, really good. So I think we've got a good chance there that she's going to be nominated. On a similar sort of vein, Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. Tessa Bailey is a very well-known author. People really enjoy her books. Secretly Yours and Unfortunately Yours were very well received. I'm saying Secretly Yours, it's the first in the duology. I might be wrong, it might be the other one, but I'm going to assume her first book is going to be nominated. I've then got Final Offer by Lauren Asher. So I feel like Lauren Asher is very popular on TikTok, and the Dreamland Billionaires series is a very, very popular book talk series. So I think it's going to be nominated. I'm not convinced it's going to make top 10, but we will see. I'm then saying Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I think Abby Jimenez has just come from nowhere and become so popular in the last year. Everyone seems to be reading Yours Truly. Everyone seems to be really, really enjoying it as well. So I think it's got a very good chance of being nominated, potentially top 10 as well. So then I think Business or Pleasure by Rachel Lynn Solomon. I really liked this book and I think it's got a good chance of being nominated. Yeah, it was a really fun romance, so I think it's got a good shot. Then the next one, this is a little bit of a wild card, is Wanderlust by Elle Everhart. So the reason I think this is a little bit of a wild card is, first of all, Elle Everhart is a British author, and obviously GoodReads is American and tends to take, you know, American titles and like more of, I guess, who the American audience is reading. I don't know if I'll have I've just looked this one up. It can't be nominated. It's only got a 3.44 average rating. I mean, I gave it 5 stars, so whoever's rating it lower than that is wrong. Okay, well, Wanderlust, I'm sorry, but no, that can't be nominated. Oh, I'm really upset by that. I clearly have done no research into this list. You know, this is all done on vibes. I've then got The Neighbour Favour by Christina Forrest. Again, I liked it. I think we've got a good chance of it being nominated. Is it top 10? I don't know. I feel as well like you can probably tell a lot of my ideas here are mainly kind of like the BookTok books. So I've actually not got any of those kind of like really classic romance authors on this list. So like I said, I may be completely wrong. Who knows? Who knows? This book I didn't massively like, but I feel everybody else liked it. I'm going to check. And that's X's and O's by Amy Lee. Yeah, it's got a 3.77, which means it's eligible to be nominated. I wasn't the biggest fan of this one, but I think it will slide into the top 20. I'm then going for Things We Hide from the Light. No, I don't think it's that one. Is it Things We Left Behind? Things We Left Behind by Lucy Score. I think this one is this year's release. Yep, came out in September. I haven't read any of this series, but I hear really, really good things. And it's very, very popular. So yeah, I think it's gonna be nominated. Again, maybe wrong, but that's my thoughts. I've then got True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren. I feel like Christina Lauren has been nominated almost every year that they have a book out. So I think this year's only release from them is True Love Experiment. So I think it's going to be nominated. I don't really know much about it, but I just think they're very popular. Okay, the next one on my list is a bit of a risk, and that is Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. I am actually just going to double check if that one has even been released yet, because it might not have been. 7th November. So it's very much on the cut-off line. I think books have got to be published before like the 20th of November to be like nominated for the GoodReads Choice Awards. So it is very much there on the line. But I feel like, I mean, it's Ali Hazelwood, which is why I think it might be nominated. However, it's a YA, so I don't know if it will be nominated in the romance category. It might not be. I'm going to put a big question mark next to that one because I don't know actually if there are YA categories now in the Choice Awards. Bella's just decided to climb inside a box that's on the shelves. So yeah, it might not be nominated because it might be in a different category. I'm then putting on The Wake Up Call by Beth O'Leary. Again, I feel like Beth O'Leary is such a kind of classic author that anything she releases is going to be nominated. I think it's going to be interesting. I think this will make top 10, just because Beth O'Leary is such a solid, well-loved author. I'm then putting on The Long Game by Elena Armas. I think her other books have been nominated for the Choice Awards, so I think we've got a good chance of The Long Game being nominated as well. I don't know. I don't know whether it will be one that is super well received or not, but let's see. I've then got Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. I hadn't realised that this one was a 2023 release, but I think it's been really popular this year. I know quite a few people who've read it and really enjoyed it, so I'm gonna guess that it's a popular book that might make the top 20. I've then got Radiant Sin by Katie Robert. No other reason than it's a Katie Robert book, and so I think that there's a good chance that the smutty girlies will get Radiant Sin nominated. I'm just Radiant Sin will be on the list. I'm then saying Powerless by Elsie Silver. I am going to just double check that that is the one that was out this year. This one is a bit of a wild card, and that is Something Wild and Wonderful by Anita Kelly. I'm just checking this one on GoodReads. It's got just shy of 4,000 ratings, a 4.34 average rating. I think it could make it. It's a queer romance, which is always a little bit shaky on GoodReads because they really like the white cis-met romances, but you know, we'll see. I'm then also saying King of Greed by Anna Huang. Again, that's a series that's been very popular on the Old Book Talk, so I think could come through. And I'm just gonna have a look at my shelves and see if there's anything else that I think might be nominated. Okay, the last book that I'm going to put on this list, because I don't think Check and Mate is likely to be nominated in the romance category. I think it's going to be under YA. The last one I'm going to put on is Forget Me Not by Julie Soto. I don't really know anything about it. I got it in an Afterlight box, which is why I thought it might be nominated. Don't know. It has got a 4.09 average rating with 16,000 ratings, so fairly popular. But I'm going to stop filming this part now. I'm going to just then sort out my things and we'll jump back in a bit and tell you my kind of order. So catch you in a bit. Hello, so I am back with the order that I popped on. So again, I'm going to have them all up and around me. So like I said, my top 10, Happy Place by Emily Henry. I think that's going to win. I've put him in top 10, number 1 spot. I think Icebreaker is going to do very well. It's going to make top 10. Love Theoretically will be top 10. True Love Experiment, The Wake Up Call. I've got those 5 as my top 5. The rest of my top 10, I've got The Neighbour Favour by Christina Forrest, King of Greed by Anna Huang, Things We Left Behind by Lucy Score, Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, and Powerless by Elsie Silver, which is a very TikTok heavy top 10. But thing is, the GoodReads Choice Awards is just a popularity contest, and let's be totally honest, where are the popular books hanging out at the moment, especially popular romance? It's TikTok. So I feel like we are going to be seeing a lot of TikTok books. The other books I've got in the top 10 here, I've got Radiant Sin by Katie Robert, Practice Makes Perfect, Forget Me Not, Love Wager, X's and O's, Final Offer, Business or Pleasure, Something Wild and Wonderful, The Long Game. Secretly Yours I've put last because when I went to download the the cover. It doesn't have a 3.5 average rating, which means it cannot be nominated. I think its average rating is about 3.4 or something like that, 3.3 maybe. So Secretly Yours will not be on there. Unfortunately Yours, the sequel, does have a higher average rating. It is over the 3.5, so that one might be in. But I kind of feel like because that first one is so low, I don't think the second will be nominated, which does really, really surprise me because Tessa Bailey came second last year, I think, with her Klein and Sinker. So it does really surprise me that she hasn't even got a 3.5 average rating on Secretly Yours. But that is my top 20 prediction for the Goodreads Choice Awards for the romance category. Let me know if you agree with my predictions. Have I missed any books out? I am absolutely sure I have. And I'm sure you will drop down below some of the titles. I'm going to be like, how did I forget that book? But yeah, let me know if you agree with my predictions. Let me know if you think that I have called the top 10 right. And yeah, I will, if you like this video, please leave me a like, subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next one.